You always lead with value. Whether that's social circle and making friends and networking, that's approaching, interacting with strangers, going out, dating women, or even in your business, brand, content, sales type stuff, you're always leading with value. I didn't understand these concepts when I was in my 20s, but after going through the self-development journey over the last decade, building up a 7-figure a year business, amassing a following of over 1 million people online, and also just networking, building social circles, relocating to a new major city, and going through these processes over the last 10 years, I see where I was going wrong with all of these concepts. So I want to give you guys some practical steps that you could do when it comes to networking, dating, business, branding. They're universal concepts, okay? So the very first thing to understand that no matter which one of these pillars we're talking about, your look and your vibe is value. The way that you appear and communicate, it either indicates that I'm taking value, I'm leeching, or I'm giving out value. All right, we could look at somebody instantaneously and start to categorize them for, does this person have potential value? Does this person seem like a threat? You will look at people in your environment and automatically start to categorize people off of that. So the way you look is like a prerequisite to even be in a position to then give out more value. Because if you look like a threat, or you look like a loser, or you look like a bum, or you look like you're not a healthy individual, I will automatically categorize you as such, and then I won't even be open to hearing your message. If the dude was a big enough threat, you will go out of your way to actually avoid that person. So yes, your look is very important. I'm not going deep into that on this video right here, but dudes think that that's not a big deal. It is a big deal. And the way that you communicate, it also implies that either you're a person of value or you're a person that is low value. All right. So just understand that your look and your vibe is a prerequisite to actually giving out value. But let's explain this in the different pillars that I was talking about earlier in this video. So when it comes to making friends, socializing, networking, what do I mean by lead with value? That means if I connect with somebody when I'm out and about, I'm at the gym, I'm out at a nightclub, I'm out at some random networking event or some kind of group activity, my vibe and the energy I could put into a conversation will either provide value or it will be taking value. And most dudes out there, they have such a shit vibe that they can't make friends. I talk to so many dudes who say they don't have friends, and when I communicate with them, my first thought is, you don't look like you take care of yourself, and your vibe is draining. The way you conversate with me is not bringing up my vibe. So when you talk to somebody, are you actually uplifting them with your vibe and your energy and your communication? Or are you so bland that like you don't even provide value into a normal small talk conversation? A lot of the times, guys, when I network with people, it's not because I went in and said, hey, dude, I could change your life. No, the way I look and the way I communicate in my small talk gives them value right then and there. Because most people, when they're talking to random people in their day-to-day, most people have boring small talk. It's actually widely known at this point that majority of small talk in the world is just boring. I see so many dudes commenting saying, I hate small talk. It's because your small talk sucks, dude. Small talk can be one of the most powerful ways to connect with other people, just off of a vibe, your look and your vibe, right? So if you're out, if you could actually just be providing good vibes and good energy in your conversation, that's already value. That's already value. You're at the gym, you make a comment to some dude, and you carry the next little bit of the conversation. You could actually provide value into his day. It doesn't need to be you're pedestalizing him with compliments for it to be valuable, although giving out genuine compliments is also value, by the way. If you look good, you have a good vibe, and you can radiate that frequency outward to other people, that will actually boost up their moods for the day. That's valuable. Have you ever talked to somebody and afterwards you felt uplifted or inspired or motivated? They didn't give you anything. Just communicating with that person made you feel better. That's value right there, man. So that's the first thing, is that in these environments, just carry the conversation with a good vibe. You can give out compliments. That alone is value. Now let's take it a step further, because a lot of dudes meet people, they even get contact numbers or Instagrams, but they're still not making friends. And you guys got the wrong perspective around this. When it comes to networking, the value is in the invitations. You can send out invitations consistently to people. When I see most dudes asking me, Kyle, how do I make friends? I haven't made any friends. My reply is simply, how many invitations have you sent out this week to the contacts you've gotten? How many times have you followed up with those people? You need to be providing the value. Well, I don't know. I don't have a party. You don't need a party, dude. You already go out in your day-to-day. If you go to the gym, if you do anything on the weekends, if you eat food at all, you can extend invitations. Yo, my man, I'm gonna be hitting the gym this weekend. If you wanna pop out, let's get a lift in. Hey bro, I was thinking about trying out this new restaurant that opened. Hey dude, there's this new healthy spot I was gonna grab lunch at. If you wanna join me at some point this weekend. Yo dude, I was just gonna go for a walk and get some sun. If you wanna join in, let's catch up. Extend invitations consistently. If you're getting phone numbers or Instagrams, you need to be multiple times throughout the month. You need to extend an invitation to these people if you want to make friends. Well, they're not hitting me up. That's you taking. Are you sending out value to these people, or do you want friends because you're lonely and if people were contacting you, you would feel better about yourself? That's the difference between taking versus giving. All right, that's in a social circuit. That's in a social circle or a networking type situation. One other side note of ways that you could provide value in all of these, one other way that you could provide value in these different situations is by connecting them to other people. Like I met a dude recently and he was like, yo, have you ever read this one book? I think it would be really powerful for you. I said, no, I don't know. He goes, okay, I'll send it over to you later. He actually lived in my building. So we got phone number exchange. Later on, he texted me, said, hey dude, it was a pleasure meeting you. By the way, here's the book. He sent me a picture of his book. He said, if you want to borrow it, I'll give it to you, or you can order your own. But this is the copy I was referring to earlier. That was value. It's not a massive amount of value, but from a stranger that I just met, that's value. We then hung out later on in the week and just talked for like 20 minutes outside. We ended up connecting and like there's a friendship developing there strictly off of the way that he looked, the way I looked, my vibe, how we connected, and then him actually suggesting some type of value that he could follow up with me on. Let's go into interacting with strangers and dating, like cold approach and dating women. Are you looking to get laid so you could feel better about yourself, so you could fill your ego, so you could get validated, so you could get sex from women, right? That's taking, take. Low-level people take. And I was that dude, so I'm not talking shit on you guys, but I was the dude who just wanted to get laid and I wanted to make money and I wanted people validating me through comments and social media and followings because then it would confirm my identity. And that is all just ego, take. I never gave a shit about giving. There was no value in place. And even with women, I was just looking to get another lay so I could get my lay count up so I could feel validated about my sex and the women that were in my life. And if they desired me, that would prove something to me. Think about that. That's all take, low-level bullshit. You want to provide value. So if you're a dude and you're building yourself up, how can you positively bring value into a woman's life? Well, if you're working on yourself, if your self-development's dialed in, if your morning routine's dialed in, if your business is dialed, if you're going out living a healthy, fun lifestyle, and you're connecting with other people, you could bring a woman into that life, and that's valuable. That is valuable. Most dudes, they look online to find out the ways that I can impress the girl and I could say these lines to impress the girl. Dude, that's not providing value. All of that is in reaction so you could feel better about yourself. And if you're at very low levels, I get it because I've been there. But I'm just telling you guys, as you go higher and higher with this, it's more about connecting with an individual, meaning you take care of yourself, you have a good appearance, and you have a good vibe. You then can connect with that person. But over the long-term span of things, if that person comes into your life, it's because you can enhance their life, okay? Like when I first started dating my last girlfriend, I taught her a lot about diet and fitness. We started cooking healthy recipes. We started hanging out. We started working out together. We started going on walks. And I was educating her through all of those things. Those are all giving value. You can educate a woman in the scope of giving value to her. Whether it doesn't need to be through health and fitness, although that's one of the pillars I'm passionate about. But if you're a dude, you have health and fitness, you have going out, having fun, hobbies, you have your social circle, your lifestyle, like events that are going on that you could bring other people into. You can merge social circle, networking, and dating at the same time using all the concepts I'm talking about here. All right, so think about this. Are you trying to get laid so you can feel better about yourself? Or are you trying to connect with individuals from a non-egotistical way where you could genuinely provide value into these people's lives? Women go where the value are. Women are attracted to value. It does start with your look. It's then followed by your communication and your vibe. But then long term, to actually keep these people in your life, it's about what can you provide for them in your life. Any person I know that's a genuine, legitimate friend of mine, it's because there's mutual value exchange over an extended period of time. I hang out with people because I can see that they provide value to me. somewhat selfishly, but also there's a mutual value exchange. I can give value back to these people, and you should be proactively seeking to give out value. You should be trying to do that with the people you connect with in your life. Let's talk about this from a business or content standpoint. Most dudes are asking me how to make more money, how to make more money. I'm like, how many times a day are you posting, bro? How many conversations are you having? How many people are you trying to help? How many people are you messaging? Does your free content alone change their life? Well, no, but then how am I going to make money? You're going to make money because people are going to buy your product because your free content is already impacting their life on a massive level. Most dudes that join my program, they've been watching me for a while. They say, Kyle, honestly, dude, I had to get into the program because the free content was already changing my life. I just felt like if I actually worked with you directly, it would go to an even higher level. And you're 100% right. You're 100% right. The moment we jump on that first one-on-one call, I set out a game plan for you. My whole majority of my day is just getting on one-on-one onboarding calls and running group calls in my program where I'm just maxing out the amount of value I could give to people. So you need to think about that in your own business, in your own content. You don't need to lead by trying to get people to pay you. People will pay you when they already see the values there. The value is there because you're already positively impacting their life. It is the same concept with social circle and networking. People want to be my friend because they see the way I look. They see the way I interact with them. They received a good emotional experience through our communication over an extended period of time. And then I could even discuss possible things I have going on in my own life in the upcoming weeks or months. And so they see value there. And then there's a mutual contact exchange where there can be a prolonged period of value exchange. Same thing with dating. On the front end, they see the value from the look and the vibe. They experience good emotions. They get more bought in. And then as we discuss things that could be going on in the next couple of weeks or months, there's a contact exchange, whether that's phone number or social media. Then they see actual value either in your social media following or the people that are engaging in your stuff. Same thing for business. And then over time, there's a mutual value exchange. It's not just, can I get laid? If she fucks me, then that means I'm this kind of a guy. And then I feel better about myself. No, dude, that's taking. And same thing with business. How do I make more money? No, is your free content, and keep in mind, you need to put out value consistently. If you want to build a brand, are you building a brand because you want a following so you think you're cool so you can flex on people? Or are you building a brand because you're putting out so much value about things you're passionate about that it's positively impacting the world for the betterment of humanity, and it's getting people results, and they are then getting attracted to your vibe and your frequency, and as a result of those things, they now want to get even closer to you, and they feel like there needs to be a mutual value exchange, so they need to pay you. I have dudes that come into my programs, Kyle, I needed to join this program. I already knew the free content was popping. You already impacted my life. I wanted to take it to the next level now. I've been watching so much content and some things have changed, but I just know that if I get closer to you, your program, your community, it will go to a higher level, and I'm ready to spend money on that, right? So whether it comes to social circle, dating, business, branding, you always lead with value. Doesn't matter which pillar it is. The moment you focus too much on taking, ego, validation, selfishness, desire, lower frequencies, and as a result, dude, it doesn't attract the same type of caliber of people in your life either, okay? So you're always providing value, you're always leading with value. If you guys want to get closer to me, if I've given you enough value and you're like, yeah, I actually want to work closer with you. I want to be around that community of other men that are supporting me and providing value. I want to be on that 30-minute one-on-one call onboarding so you can provide some value to structure out my day and the daily live coaching calls that are going on every single day so I could really max out the amount of value to you. Click the button below. Get into the program, man. It's cheap too. Like, we're talking about an insane return on investment in terms of value. You can try out the program for 1 month, no questions asked, full refund, even if you're not satisfied with the program. So click the button below, get inside the group, and just think about your day. Are you take, me, validation, ego, selfishness? Or are you actually putting back value into the world, to the people you meet, to the strangers you meet, to the women you're interacting with and dating, or to the business, brand, the content you're putting out there? That's all for this video, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out. Let's go.